Feels real good to be here. Haven't been here for a while. Just want to take a second to drink it all in. If you feel good, say yes.
Yes.
I didn't know I was going to say that. I think I have some. Can you have latent Tourette syndrome? Is that possible?
Or you have like a latent preacher inside you, maybe. You're in a church and maybe the Spirit just moves.
I think so. Well,
Preaching preacher.
okay, I think I'm going to preach then. Red dream. I used to dream in black and white. Now I dream polychromatically, but not like everyone else. You see, I dream one color per night, and each color suffuses the exact same dream. Essentially, I'm seeing nightly single-colored movies, which I have creatively entitled blue, green, beige, yellow, etc. My nights were quite enjoyable until I experienced red dream. The first time was chilling, but after the seventh straight day, paranoia was beginning to settle in. I began inhaling coffee by the pot, which only delayed red's start time and increased my anxiety. It is Tuesday, 4 a.m., and I'm approaching my 73rd straight showing of red dream. My eyelids are failing me, and continuing to fight for consciousness is a hopeless cause. I am helplessly drifting into red dream. Again, I am in the red Gothic cathedral with red-stained glass pews, sacraments, and a red pulpit, before which I am sprawled. Delivering the liturgy is a frightening red giant Anthony Hopkins-looking priest who is profusely sweating or bleeding. I can't tell which. Even though this part of the dream has no soundtrack, from the sweat/blood protruding veins in his neck and his red eyes, I know he is screaming. He begins moving towards me in a menacing manner, but in his haste trips on the carpeted altar step and launches into a seizure. However, as he contorts, he hurls his Bible in my direction, and out of it stumbles a young little red David. He quickly gains his footing and begins slinging small stones in my direction, obviously confusing me with the Philistine. Following David are the three wise men on three mice-sized red camels. Next comes a red whale who pops a dark red Jonah from his mouth, who is not only dead but partially digested. Before I can recover, John the Baptist's head spins out like a top. Strolling behind the head are the snake and a naked red Adam and Eve eating pomegranates. Next I spot a tiny red Daniel who is being pursued by miniature red lions. He is bleeding heavily and missing an arm. In an effort to grab the tiny lions and save Daniel, I accidentally step on John's head and lose my balance. Miraculously, the head was alive before I stepped on it because the eyes worked. When I fell, I landed on something hard about the size of a shoebox. As I got up, I began crying because I had smashed the ark and killed Noah and 2 of every species of little red animals in the known world. Without thinking, I snatched up David, who's been getting a little too accurate with that fucking slingshot. Out of fright, he shits on my hand, and I instinctively drop him to the floor. He is not moving. I start to break down because my biblical superheroes were shrunken red and in trouble. Then, from the corner of my eye, I see the part of my dream that haunts my every waking hour. A foot-tall red Jesus astride a cross, and he's angrily pogo-sticking it very quickly in my direction. I think it has something to do with John's head. He's rebuking me as Satan when I say, "Hold on, I'm not the one who's red." He jerks the cross to a halt and says, "Never mind." With that, everyone is zapped back into the Bible, and I'm longing for the day when I can once again dream in black and white.